Good morning. Am I okay? What an interesting question. What an interesting question. I guess we'll have to find out. Good morning, Kate. Yeah, it's really nice to see you again, too. It's been a while. There's this fun phenomena, because I took a break from streaming for, 4 months? And I've been streaming now regularly for a month, but I haven't been posting, so all my numbers are very tiny, so, it's, people trickle in, right? So every stream for the last month, people say, it's so nice to see you again, it's been so long. And for me, it's like, I've been here. But of course, each and every one of you is a real live human who may or may not be seeing me at any given time. It's wild. I'm happy to see you too, mean little slime ball. With a name like that, I can imagine that mornings would be hard. There will be more dumpster videos soon. There will, I promise. Good morning, Kimmy. How are you doing today? Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. I missed you too, Joni. Go do training, Kate. It's nice to see you again. And that's still nice, no matter how long you're here for. I'll see you again in 3 months. Or a week. I don't know. Say hi then. It'll be nice. I'm glad you're here too, Kimmy. Really glad. ואהבת את ענת אלוהיך ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודייך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר נוהגים מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. I grew up in a conservative synagogue, Jewish. My grandparents were Orthodox. V'chaya. Ki v'chaya Elohecha el ha'artz asher tispai lavotecha levram lischach ul Yaakov. Latet lach avrim gedolot v'tovot asher lo vanita. Uvatim mili'im chotuva asher la mileta. Uverot hatzuvim asher lo asat. V'keravim v'zitim asher lo natata. Ve'alachta v'shavata. Yishamer lecha pen tishchach et Yahweh asher tishacha. Mi'eretz Mitzrayim mi'bet avadim. When Yahweh Eloheinu brings you into the land that he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to assign to you, great and flourishing cities that you did not build, houses full of all good things that you did not fill, hewn cisterns that you did not hew, vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, and you eat your fill. Take heed that you do not forget Yahweh, who freed you from the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. I have never studied the Gemara. Clearly that is where I need to go next. I've never studied anything from Rabbinic Judaism, really. Like, all my knowledge of Judaism is from the First and Second Temple periods. Right, and then, like, whatever I absorbed from synagogue when they weren't giving me that historical framework. Right, so I've not studied anything that was written around the time of the Talmud. One day. One day I will study that stuff. Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, shelo hashanim isha. I repeat the name of Yahweh Eloheinu, who did not make me a woman. I did. Baruch atah Asher, Anat melech haolam, asher yitzar et ha'adam b'chachama uvara ve'or. I repeat the name of Asherah, Anat, who made me with many openings and cavities. What is in that Mishnah, Jewish? I would love to read it. Send me a link. You can, got a Discord server in the comments. You can go on there and send me a link to that. I'll read it. Thank you, Kimmy. Like, really, truly, it helps me so much when you answer questions like that. Thank you, Winter Bambi. I don't wanna pray to my maker, no, I just wanna be feeling free. Not like in a book or the leaves of trees that shook from a word that means only not a thing, no. Pardon God and Mom, what I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer, and I don't wanna pray, no. I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. And it's not much good to talk, better to walk it. Ooh, not much good to take, better to give. We are done, forgiven, and forgotten of our sins. And I promise you, my friends, all that dies will live again. But, pardon God and Mom, what I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Love Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asherah made good, and Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Love Allah, God made, God made, God made me. But that's a lie. You know that, right? None of those gods exist. You're making me instead. Lost over time using the 13 rules to Darshan Torah. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hi, Paige. Long time no see. I'm very happy to see you again. So, we can pick up from our stories from ancient Canaan. We're in the middle of the Baal cycle. And what's happened so far is that all the gods were at a banquet. And Baal's like, man, I'm so great. And Asherah's like, I don't like that. And so the sea god comes. The sea serpent. And he's like, I'm better than you, Baal. I'm gonna take your place. And then they have a big fight. Last summer you were pregnant. And you were here. How's your kiddo? Anyway, so Baal and the sea serpent fight, and Baal then drinks the sea serpent, consumes him, and then there's some interlude, and the scene shifts to a portrait of the goddess Anat. Anat's killing men in the valleys and destroying cities, and then she conquers everything, and then she gets tired of it and she goes home. But she's actually not tired of it, so she turns all her tables and chairs into warriors, and then she kills them all again. And the rivers run with blood. And so that's our introduction to Anat and Baal, right? They're these very violent deities. And after they have their respective conquests, male and female conquests, they get together again for a party, and Anat and Baal are like, Baal needs a palace. He needs a temple. He needs a home like El. Baal's the king. You gotta build him a house. It's real important, because he's the king, man. And El, who used to be the king, who's still kind of the king, is like, okay, fine. I guess you can build a house. And that's where we're at. He says, go send for the builder god, Korthar Wahassis, and he'll build you a house. I'm glad to hear your baby's well. That's great. I think that's really cool. It makes me really happy to hear that. All of it. It's a nice little story. Now we're gonna read a very old story. The bull El, her father, shouted loudly. El, the king, who brought her into being. Asherah and her sons shouted. The goddess and her pride of lions. But Baal has no house like the other gods, no court like Asherah's sons. El's home, his son's shelter, Lady Asherah of the sea's home. The home of the beautiful brides, the home of Pidre made of light, the shelter of Tale made of rain, the bone of Arse made of the floods. But I have something else to tell you. Give gifts to Lady Asherah of the sea, presents to the mother of gods. Have the clever one go up to the bellows. Have Hassis take the tongs in his hands. Have him cast silver. Have him pour gold. Have him cast 1,000 bars of silver. Have him cast 10,000 bars of gold. Have him cast a canopy and reclining couch. A divine dais worth 20,000. A divine dais decorated with silver, laminated with a layer of gold. A divine seat set on top of it. A divine stool covered with electrum. Divine sandals with straps, which he has plated with gold. A divine table filled with everything yielded by the earth's foundations, a divine bowl with a handle shaped like a lamb, with a base like the land of Yaman, where there are tens of thousands of wild oxen. Give Ashura gifts. Give Ashura gifts, and she will build you a home. That's the message of that little chapter. Baal says, give me a home. Anat says, give Baal a home. And El says, give gifts to your mother. Make sure you're nice to her, and she'll give you a home. What a story. Typical family politics. Yeah. I mean, that's the Freudian, Jungian read on all of these myths, is that they symbolize ancient and endlessly repeated family dramas, right? Like, and they're superimposed on this, like, political notion of kingship. Like, a lot of these myths, these early myths, they exist to define what a king is, right? Because there were no stories of kings before these stories. Right, so they're politics, but, like, superimposed on this politics is this, like, it's a family drama between mom and dad and son and daughter, and who gets to be in control. Now we're gonna say Arati. The word Arati means flame. I just lost my flame. Come back, flame. There we go. Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends. Jaya Jaya Arati Vina Vinayaka. Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha. Jaya Jaya Arati Subramanya. Subramanya Kartikeya. Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala. Venugopala Venuola. Papa Vidura Navanita Chora. Jaya Jaya Arati Venkantaramana. Venkantaramana Sankatarana. Sitarama Radhe Shama. Jaya Jaya Arati Gauri Manohara. Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara. Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara. Jaya Jaya Arati Raja Rajeshwari. Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari. Mahalakshmi and Mahasaraswati. Mahakali and Mahashakti. Jaya Jaya Arati Anjaneya. Anjaneya Hanumanta. Jaya Jaya Arati Dattatreya. Dattatreya Trimurtivatara. Jaya Jaya Arati Adityaya. Adityaya Bhaskaraya. Jaya Jaya Arati Sanistaraya. Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya. Jaya Jaya Arati Sankaracharya. Sankaracharya Advaita Guravi. Jaya Jaya Arati Sadgurunata. Sadgurunata Shivananda. Jaya Jaya Arati Vishnu Devananda. Vishnu Devananda. Vishnu Devananda. Jaya Jaya Arati Agastya Munaye. Agastya Munaye Shri Rama Priyaye. Jaya Jaya Arati Ayappa Samine. Ayappa Samine Dharma Shastave. Jaya Jaya Arati Jesus Gurave. Moses Gurave. Buddha Gurave. Jaya Jaya Arati Muhammad Gurave. Guru Nanak Gurave. Samastya Gurubho Namaha. Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala. Natatra Simyam Bhati Nachandarkaratam Nima Vidyobhati Kutoya Magni Nanmeva Vantamanabandi Sarvam Tasya Vasya Sarmidam Vivanti Om Yange Kayamane Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmate Siddhikaveri Yaha Namastutam namo namaha. Tvameva mata chapita tvameva bandisha saka tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva kayena vacha manasandriyarva buddhyatmanava prakriti sabhavad karomi yad mangalam parasmai Narayana iti sarmar prayami Sarvadhamam pravichaya mamikam savarnam raja Aham sva sarva papayo mokshayami masucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these, I dedicate to you. That's what it all means. And now we will say Kaddish. And Kaddish is a prayer of mourning, a prayer of concluding. It reminds us of all the suffering that is inherent in life. And what it means to be alive and on this tree. Yidgadal vidgadash me rabba. Biama divrachute viam lichmal hute bachaychon yomechon v'chayedikol be Israel. Bagala visman kuri vimru. Amen. Yehe shemei rabba me ba'arch le'alam olmei olmaya. Yitbarach vishtabach vitba'ar vitramam vitnaseh. Vitadar, vitale, vitalal, shemei de kudisha, barichu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, v'yamiran v'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehe shemei rabba mevarach le'olam, amei amaya, yitbarach v'shtabach vitba'ar v'yirmam v'naseh, vitadar, vitale, vitalal, shemei de kudisha, barichu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, v'yamiran v'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. O se shalom v'imramav. Huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'yachol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom v'imramav, Huya aseh shalom aleinu, v'yalechol Yisrael, v'imru, v'imru. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing well. That's all for today. I will see you again tomorrow. Yeah, have a really great day, friends. It was so nice to see all of you.